So today, as we focus on the first principle, that is, there's only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, that means that God is everywhere present, all around us, in every individual, in every situation. There is only one God, known by many names, and there are many paths to God. So if you don't resonate with the term God, replace it with a higher power, the divine, spirit, ultimate reality, all that is, whatever feels right for you. We subscribe to the belief that God is not outside of us, like a man in the sky on a throne, as many of us have learned in our childhood religions, but rather is in each and every one of us. Since we are a spark of the divine and a child of God, we know this, we feel it, we live it. And just as the drop of the ocean is still the ocean, we are still the presence of the divine. We see God as the source of all of our good, and that means that God is the God of love and only love. He's not that ruler in the sky passing judgment or passing out favors. There's no fear or condemnation, just unconditional love. Since we are made in the likeness and image of God, then as a child of God, we have the same qualities within us as the divine, even though we don't have the physical presence of the divine. We may not be fully awakened or fully expressing our Christ nature or our true nature, but just as the divine, we are inherently good and have the potential to realize it when we are aligned and harmonized with the divine. We are not born with original sin, we are born with original blessings. And there may be times in our lives when we're not living in harmony with the divine and we make mistakes. To err is human. But our life's journey is to fulfill our divine potential and live up to this purpose, live up to life to the fullest of our understanding at this moment. While unity validated my inner knowing, reprogrammed my thoughts to see the good in everything, no matter what happens, and also provided a home for me where I felt acceptance in love. It was not a smooth sailing. The first unity principle is about knowing spirit is in all forms of life and creation, everywhere present in every situation and never separate. So the rocky roads that we travel remind us that spirit is all of it and is in all of it. We are not perfect on the physical plane, but our truest essence, the core of who we are, the core of our existence, resides on this spiritual plane of perfection. Knowing and connecting with the realm of spirit is about a feeling. It's about feeling the fullness of spirit in our quiet, still moments. We cannot connect with the divine intellectually, as hard as we may try. We can read books all day long. We can continue hearing messages. We can hear every workshop. We can do everything imaginable with our intellect, but we will never, ever connect with the divine through our mind. So the tenets of all the major religions have the basic tenets of spiritual truth. That is, that love is universal, and there's an external life force within each of us without limitation or boundaries. It sustains us, it feeds us, it nurtures us. It's way beyond our imagination, and when we allow it to flow freely within us, we are living in the flow. The goodness of love is what empowers us. We think it's positive thinking here in Unity, but positive thinking can only take us just so far. We must feel the love in our hearts, and that is what drives our spiritual thinking and our positive thinking. Love can only come from the heart. But we ask, how do I stay in love when bad things are happening? We radiate that love. We become the light, and we become compassionate. It doesn't mean that we don't move into action, but it does mean that we view all the events as God sees them, with love. We can't all be activists, but we all can let the love drive our actions, including tough love. Since we're all interconnected in our oneness, the light and the love of the presence of the divine can make a difference in this world. Love has no boundaries. So remember, we are more powerful than we can ever imagine. So now I've committed my life's work to empowering others to return to a God of love, a natural state that I knew as a child when I was swinging on my swing set and singing gibberish. Jesus said, we must be a child to know the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within us right here and right now. In our maturity, we have lost the innocence of a child, but we never lost the ability to love unconditionally and completely without expecting anything in return. Return to a God of love, God the good. Feel it, know it, show it, and be it.